Now let's have a look at one of the most powerful features in RedRabbit, which is the feature that allows you to compare any inspection with any previous inspection for that specific property. So what we want to do is come to our comparison records, and then you can click on create new comparison either here or from the drop down menu here at the top. And that will bring up an option where you can select which inspection you want to compare this one with. Now, in this case, I only have one previously completed inspection for Merlot Place 50, so I'm going to select that one. And then I can also specify whether I want to compare the comments or not. So typically the comparisons include everything, but if I don't want to compare the comments because they might easily vary from the previous one. So if I only want to have a look at the toggles, the three columns of toggles that you have available in the app, then I can switch this on and then it won't compare the comments to determine where the deviations are. Let's leave it off and see what it looks like. So now I click compare, and we'll basically create a comparison record for these two inspections. So we're comparing the exit inspection on 17 January with the entry inspection on 5 January. Now what you can see is that it basically creates a single item for each item that exists between these two inspections, and then it indicates the condition of that specific item in red for the entry and in blue for the exit. And you can also see where the items have photos. So this one, for instance, only have a photo on the new inspection. Now, where there is a deviation from the previous inspection, you'll see it is marked with a little, with these two little arrows pointing away from each other. So the condition on 5 January was dirty and damaged, marks on trapdoor, lot of mold and water damage. Now, in the new inspection, the condition changed to clean and undamaged, whereas there it was dirty and undamaged, sorry. So if you open this item by clicking on that little pencil on the right hand side, you'll see that you can then actually compare the photos side by side to easily see what the condition was before and after. So let's have a look at one of the others. So for instance, this electrical sockets had no electricity, and in the new condition, it also had no electricity, but it was working. So there we can see the photos side by side. Now you can see that this is a duplicate photo because this photo was copied to the new inspection, and then we actually took one new photo as well. And then we can also see our recommendations. So if there's only one photo like this, then you will obviously only see the one photo that was taken on the exit inspection. So this is a very powerful and easy way to compare inspections, especially with entries and exits. So if you do a proper entry when a tenant moves in, and you do an exit inspection and base that on the entry inspection to ensure that you will have all the items that you had on the entry, then it will be very easy for you to come and generate a comparison report where you can actually see where the deviations are. Now, what you can easily do is generate a full report that contains this whole comparison, or just a deviation report that will only show or highlight the items where there are actually a deviation. And the report will then be placed in my inspections report section. So let's try that. So we say deviation report, and it says report added to the inspection reports tab, and then it's going to open it for me in any case to view. So then it nicely shows, okay, I'm comparing the entry inspection with the exit, and it only shows the items where there was a deviation. Now if I do the full report, it's obviously going to have all of the items before and after. Here we go. And then we also have a selection report. So let's say you only want to include 3 or 4 items in a specific report. Then you just click anywhere on the item. It will highlight it in blue. Let's take this one as well. And then you just say selection report. And then it's only going to include those 4 items. Now to unselect all of the items again, you can just use this option here, or if you want to select all of the items and then only unselect one of them, you can use that select all icon and then just click on the one you want to deselect, and then you can do your selection report. So now if I navigate back to my inspection, you'll see that we have our comparison here. So if we ever want to reopen that dashboard, we just come to the inspection, go to comparison records, click on the display comparison dashboard icon. But now the reports that I generated is part of this reports repository of the inspection now. So now, in the same way that I forwarded the inspection report, I can very easily forward the deviation report to the landlord, for instance. Compile email, and it attaches that report for me. So that is how you can compare inspections in RedRabbit.